Hi, my beautiful artists. I hope you all are having a beautiful day, a beautiful night. May it continue to be that way. So, I kind of just wanted to touch base on my last video when I was talking about a guiding light. And the reason why I wanted to kind of just touch it real quick is because I don't want there to be confusion in your head. I don't want you guys to sit here and look at it as in like, I'm telling you to go to church or to go to mass or, whatever the true term is for it, because I don't want to offend nobody. It is me simply telling you that it is okay for you to have a higher belief out there. It is okay for you to still believe in something, even if you don't fully believe in it in the way that it has been taught to you or in the way that society has made it out to be. For example, like I said, I wholeheartedly believe in the universe. I will always believe in the universe. I always have and I always will. Nothing can change that. However, I've also kind of have the gist and the idea of religion as far as like Christianity, because that's the main one that I was taught as a kid. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't like I was raised by the church or anything like that. I was not. So I can't sit here and quote any scriptures or anything like that for you. Sorry, that's not me. However, I have the idea of what God and Jesus was and is for a lot of people. So with that being said, because I grew up with those terms, there are days where I do talk to the universe and I do use the Christ conscious as an example. So with that being said, like I said, please, 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 by all means, follow your heart. Follow what's really inside of you, your intuition or your belief, however you want to term that term. I will always believe in a universe, and there's nothing wrong with that. I will never ask anybody to believe in something that they don't want to believe in. So if you want to believe in Jesus, if you want to believe in a God, if you want to believe in a different deity or a different form of this higher being or higher realm, that is okay. That does not mean that it has to conform to the way that they want it to be. I'm sorry if this is going to ruffle some feathers in some people. Again, I am not better than you. You are not better than me. Nobody in this world is better than nobody. I'm sorry to break it to you, but that is a bunch of BS. No one is above you. I don't care the circumstances. I don't care who you are. I don't care none of the X factors. At the end of the day, no one, and I mean no one, is better than nobody. We're all equal human beings because that's what we are. We are human beings. We are in this human body at this moment. Despite of how you want to identify yourself or what you believe yourself to be, at the end of the day, right now, you are in a human body. You are living a human experience. So, with that being said, take it for what it is. Don't overanalyze it. Don't overthink it, and let that guiding light be whatever you want it to be. Like I said, it could be a form of a God. It can be a form of anything that you want it to be. It can honestly just be you, your 3D body, your soul, your spirit, and that is it. And no one can take that away from you. You can take it away from yourself if you want to, but that's the reason why I'm making this video. That's the main purpose of this. So you can understand that when I'm talking about a guiding light, when I'm talking about something higher than you, I don't necessarily mean Jesus, God, Mary Magdalene, Sophia, all these other gods, these Egyptian gods, Buddha, Ganesha, Krishna, Oshun, all of them. I don't ever want to disrespect anybody and what they believe in, ever. Because, again, I believe there's truth to everything around us. Everything. And, again, not to ruffle some feathers. And if they are, then you got to look at yourself in the mirror. Because I already did that with myself. I was never going to choose, quote unquote, a religion. Never. Because no one's religion is better than no one else's. No one's belief is better than everybody else's. It's what do you believe in? Who do you believe in? At the end of the day, the love, the care, the genuine feelings that you feel have to come from you. You are living your experience through you. So with that being said, shut the outside noise, shut the opinions, shut everything that goes around you, and ask yourself, what do you believe in? Who do you believe in? And if that answer to you is yourself, there is nothing wrong with that. Nothing whatsoever. For me, obviously, like I said, for me, I believe in the universe wholeheartedly above anything and anyone, obviously aside from myself. And it took me a long time to get there. I'm not gonna sit here and act like all this stuff has come to me in a blink of an eye. It has not. However, I also understand how hard it can be. And sometimes you do have to lay your burdens down. Sometimes you do have to let those thoughts go, those negative thoughts, those rushing thoughts that feel like they're just taking over you and you don't know what to turn to, who to turn to. And that is okay, which is why I say that you need a guiding light, because for me that was the universe. When I was having those thoughts, when I was going through those situations where I couldn't handle it, I gave it to the universe. I couldn't handle it. There's certain things as a 3D body, as a human being, there's only so much we can handle sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with that. And if that looks like for you talking to yourself, talking to your soul, talking to your spirit, talking to your angels, talking to your gods, that is perfectly fine. But please don't confine to a box. Please don't confine into this narrative that you have to live in this bubble or in this box because that's just the way it is, or that's just the way it was written. Like I said, I'm sorry. If this ruffles your feathers, you don't need to hear this, because you also need to realize that your belief is not the sole belief. It's not just your belief out here. There's so many different people believing in so many different things, and that is perfectly fine. My lane doesn't have to be your lane. Their lane doesn't have to be your lane. You have your own lane. You are your own art piece. And I want you all to start seeing that in yourselves. However, like I said, there's going to be days that are going to be harder than other days. And that guiding light, that guiding force, whether if that's your soul, your spirit, your gods, whatever you want to name it, that is okay. Give it to them. Give it to them so they can handle that burden, so they can handle that pain for you. It is okay. I genuinely know it's going to be okay. But like I said, I don't want there to be any confusion. I don't want anyone to feel some type of way about how they've grown up. If you grew up in a family where everything was more on the religious side, sometimes when you grow up, you kind of end up resenting the religion aspect of it. However, deep down in you, you still believe in that higher power. And there's nothing wrong with that. That just means that it's okay for you to still believe in that and shed the other stuff that goes along with it. Again, if you agree with me, phenomenal, because you understand where I'm coming from. If you don't agree with me, that is okay too. That just simply means that you need to do more inner healing. You need to understand that aspect better. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not sitting here bashing you. I'm not sitting here judging you. I am simply letting you know that it is okay for you to believe in whatever you want to believe in. There is nothing wrong in you believing in whatever you want to believe in. Nothing wrong. I don't care what they told you. I don't care who told you. There's nothing wrong with you believing in something higher than yourself, no matter what it looks like to you, no matter how you identify it. But I want you guys to wholeheartedly believe in yourselves. Look at yourselves and believe in yourself. And sometimes when it comes to believing in yourself, you have to go through some hardships, and it's hard going through that by yourself. It's hard having to go through hard things and not have someone to speak to, or someone that you feel can relate to you, or that you can lay your burdens to. So yes, find what your higher light is, and it's okay however it looks like to you. And don't let anybody change that perspective. As long as you believe in it, as long as you know you're right from wrong, as long as you keep doing you and showing up for you, and like I said, as long as you do right, that is okay. That is okay. As long as we're not harming each other, hurting each other, or judging each other for it, that is all that matters. I'm not here for the X, Y's, and Z's. I'm here to make it point blank clear. I don't care. I don't care what that looks like for you. I don't care what skin it comes in. I don't care in what form it comes in. As long as it makes you a better you, that is all that matters. That is all that matters. Okay, my beautiful artists, I'll let you guys go on about your beautiful, lovely day, night, whatever it is. I'll see you guys another day. Love you guys.